Hey guys, so I'm starting today's video with a little tip. I thought that I would do this for some of my vlogs. So this is more of a vlog style. It will be a vlog style video, but I will have certain topics kind of at the beginning maybe to talk about, just because sit down videos are a little bit more difficult with a 6-month-old baby. So the one thing I wanted to share with you guys this morning was how to increase your milk supply for pumping. Now, for the longest time, you guys know if you've been following my channel, I haven't pumped in I pumped this morning, but I haven't pumped in like a month, and that really killed my supply. I do have about 5 bags of milk in the freezer for storage. But I want to increase that because I have to go back to work in May, so I'm trying to increase my supply right now. So I just wanted to give you guys some tips of how to do that and what I did this morning. This morning I pumped for about, I would say 10 to 15 minutes, and I got 4 ounces, which I think is pretty good, especially because I haven't pumped in a month, and I will share with you how to do that. It's not using any not that there's anything wrong with it, but it's not using any teas. It's not using any sort of supplement or anything. This is 100% natural things that you can do, and this always works for me. So the first and best tip that I can give is don't do as I do. Keep pumping as much as you possibly can. The more that you pump, the more milk you're gonna get. It can take about a week, maybe 10 days, maybe 2 weeks to notice an increase, but the more you pump, the more milk you will get. It's almost like you're training your body. Your body's only going to produce what it needs to feed your baby, or you can trick it by pumping more, and then it will think that you need more, so it will produce more. So the more that you pump, the more you're gonna get. Again, it can take a little while to see the benefits of this, but I find within a week of pumping more, my supply went through the roof. So it does definitely help to pump as much as you possibly can, and that will give you an increase. It's just like training for anything really. You're just for a marathon or for working out or whatever, you need to train your body and teach your body that this is what you need to do, and it will pick up the supply. The second thing that really works for me, and like I said, I haven't pumped in a month and I got 4 ounces in 10 minutes this morning, was, so my daughter does still wake up in the night to feed. She wakes up usually around the 3 a.m. mark, and then she'll wake up at 6, and then we'll be up for 7:30 for the day. So whenever I fed her at 3 a.m., I only fed her on one side. And then when I fed her in the morning, when it was time to wake up, I fed her on that same side. The reason I did this is because I wanted the other side to be super full for the morning, and that way when I go to pump, it's so full and I can get a good amount of milk. So this tip was actually from one of my good friends. She was the one who told me about it, and it does work really well. So typically you always have one boob that produces more, I swear. So my left boob always produces more and is bigger, so that's the one that I left, and I fed her on the right twice in the morning. And then I brought her downstairs. She had her cereal, and while she was eating, or while she was playing and I was getting her cereal ready, I pumped, and that's how I got 4 ounces in 10 minutes. And I remember back in the day when I was pumping consistently, I would get about 6 to 8 ounces in 10 minutes. So definitely back to pumping more will produce more milk. But that's a little trick to give you guys if your baby is still waking up. Or even if they're sleeping through the night, just feed them on one side, don't offer both, and then pump on the side that you didn't feed with, and you will get a good amount of milk. And that really helps me. So yeah, I've got 4 ounces in the fridge right now, so that's awesome. And the third tip that I have, and I am gonna use this tonight because it does work wonders, is have a can or a bottle of beer and pump in the evening. I swear to God it works. They used to, back in the day, give women beer in the hospital to get their milk to come in. And I remember my midwife saying, you know, if you even if you have good milk supply, if you have a bottle of beer or a can of beer, it will be like you would be able to shoot your milk across the room. And it's so true. I had a beer, I did this a couple times, and when I did, I think in the evening I got 4 or 5 ounces, and I never get that in the evening, like literally never. So definitely having a beer makes a huge difference. It's not gonna hurt your baby. I'm a lightweight, like 1 beer and I'm buzzed. It's not gonna do anything to your baby. It's perfectly safe. But if you are a little worried about that, which I promise you it's fine, but if you are concerned about that, just pump at night when they're sleeping. So that's what I do, and that way, you know, you get a nice beer and you can like relax with your husband, and then we just like watch TV and I'll pump, and then that's like more than enough. So again, pump as much as you can, because the more you pump, the more milk you're gonna get. Number 2, only feed your baby on one side, and then the other side will be super full for the morning, and then pump right away in the morning, and you should get a substantial amount of milk. And also try having a beer and then pumping, because you will get a lot of milk. So baby girl is still sleeping. It is 10:30 in the morning, and I put her down at about 9:15. So she's gonna sleep a little bit longer this morning. Typically her first morning nap is like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. But lately she has been doing this thing where I put her down about 5:30, 6 o'clock. She only gets 2 naps a day. She doesn't get 3. And when I put her down at 5:30, she'll wake up at like 6:30, and then like 7:30 and 8 o'clock. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? At first I thought it was her tooth, because she did cut a tooth, well, about like half of a tooth, and now it seems to have like sunk back down, which is really weird. And let me know if that has happened to any of you mothers out there, or any of your babies. So I thought it was her tooth, but then I was like, okay, so maybe she needs some tempura. So I gave her some tempura, which is like a baby Tylenol, and that didn't do anything. And during the day she's fine, and at her nap she's fine. So I was like, I don't think it's teething. I think she just doesn't want to go to bed. She's like, has fear of missing out, or she's going through the 6-month separation anxiety type thing. I don't really know, but it's kind of annoying, and it's really difficult for like Colin and I to go out, because if I put her down and then we want to go out to dinner, my mom's watching her. My mom's calling me like, she won't stop crying and I can't settle her. So I really need to nip this in the bud. So last night she would not stop crying. So I fed her again at 6:30. She didn't really drink very much, and she's like rolled off the boob, and I thought she was okay and would go to sleep. And then, so I put her down, and then at like 7 o'clock she started crying again. And then I thought, okay, at 7 o'clock, I knew it wasn't hunger. She had a clean diaper. Everything was fine. So I literally just went into the room, and no, I didn't, sorry. 7 o'clock, I just let her cry. She cried for 5 minutes, and that was it. And then at 8:30, I heard her again. I went into the room. She was fine. I knew she wasn't hungry. She had a clean diaper. I didn't pick her up. I just shushed her. I rubbed her head. I gave her a kiss. I said, I love you, but it's time to go to sleep. And I left. She cried for like 3 minutes, and that was it. And then I didn't hear from her until 3:30 in the morning. So that was a really good stretch. And then I fed her at 3:30, and then she didn't wake up till 7:30 this morning. So that was a really good stretch. So I know that she can go that time without food, and I know when she cries after I put her down that it's not a hunger thing. But let me know if you guys have experienced that with your babies around the 6-month mark, because she just turned 6 months like a week ago. So, or almost 2 weeks ago. So I'm kind of like, what the heck is going on? But I need to break her of that habit, because like she's fine. It's not a hunger thing. It has nothing to do with like night weaning. She has like fear of missing out. She like doesn't want to go to bed. But when we first put her down, she's fine, but she'll wake up fast. And every time, I should mention, she wakes up, she's on her stomach stuck in the corner of her crib, and I have to turn her over. She can roll both ways. I've seen her do it. And maybe it's either laziness, not laziness, like either she doesn't want to do it because she knows that I'm going to come and flip her, or she actually can't turn because she's stuck in the corner of the crib, which is so frustrating, because part of me is like, okay, she's got to learn on her own. But then the other part is like, well, she's actually stuck. Like she can't, she has nothing to like roll. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but let me know if you guys have had that issue with your babies. I'm hoping it's just a phase, but it's been going on for about 2 weeks now. So I'm like, oh dear Lord. But otherwise she is sleeping better throughout the night. I am getting more sleep. So that's awesome. Hallelujah. Amen for that. A little update on the house hunt. We are going to look at a property, tomorrow, and my mom's like during the day, Colin's gonna take some time off work and we're gonna go look at it. I'm a little bit more realistic, I think, than the hubster. If you guys, I am uploading my video right now on how we tripled our money on this house. So if you want to understand kind of where I'm coming from, watch that video. But I am all for a fixer-upper, but this house, you guys, is 3,400 square feet. It is beautiful. It was built in the 80s. It looks like a small mansion. Like it's beautiful. Like the outside is gorgeous. It's a very unique home that would be super cool redone, like super cool. It's on 3 acres. It's surrounded by a golf course. It's a nice property. Here are my concerns though. The listing is that it's in as-is condition. There are no photos of the inside of the house, which, red flag, because there wasn't any of our house when we bought this and it was terrible inside. And the description says that it is in need of repairs, or you can tear it down and build your dream home. So it's basically saying like the house needs work, like the house needs work. And that's not an issue. Like I know what Colin and I can do to a house. That is not the issue. The issue is that that house is at the top end of our budget. Well, they're asking top end of our budget. We could probably get it for $40,000 less than that. But they are asking top end of our budget. And to like our house to renovate, I would say we put about $50,000 into our house, top to bottom, outside. And the reason we did that is because my husband did a lot of the work. So we saved on that, but so say 50,000. Our house is only 1,500 square feet. This is a 3,400 square foot house. So I am thinking already in my mind, bare minimum 100,000 to fix it up. We don't have 100,000 plus the top end of our budget to fix it up. So it is a financial thing for me. Colin is a little bit more of a dreamer and he seems to think that the inside of the house isn't that bad. I disagree. I think it's going to be terrible, doable and like to fix, but financially I don't see how it's going to work. But we are going to go look at it because it would be so cool, you guys. Like if we got this house, I'd film the whole thing, like beginning to end, how we fixed it up, because it's picture like just an old mansion, like a small like mansion looking house in like a movie. Like it's really cool, but it's only 3,400 square feet, so it's nowhere near a mansion, but it's, well, that's still a big house, but it's beautiful. Like it's really cool. So I'm hoping we can make it work. Financially, I don't know what would happen. We'd have to sell this house and live with my parents for like 6 months. Hi mom and dad, we're moving in. Yeah, so we have to see how that'll work, but I will update you guys on that. My mom is coming over in about half an hour. We're gonna have lunch and take the baby for a walk. It is snowing outside, but it's pretty, just barely, and it's pretty mild out, so I think we're gonna venture out and get some fresh air.
She's all bundled up.
Say
She
hi,
says,
Mama.
Mommy, where the hell are we?
Hi, Mama.
Why am I in this contraption?
Where's your Mama?
Dookie.
Where's your Mama? Hi.
Say hi.
So I just finished filming my how to make baby food video, so stay tuned for that. And I'm just gonna sit down. I just did all the dishes and I was just thinking to myself, thumbs up this video if all you mamas out there feel like all you do is laundry and dishes. That's literally all I do, is laundry and dishes, and the more laundry and the more dishes. So she is still napping and the pooch is good boy, Dookie. He's passed out because we you guys saw we went for a WALK, and it was really nice just to get some fresh air. We put her in her snowsuit so she was nice and toasty. So I'm just gonna sit down and relax until she wakes up, because she's gonna wake up soon, I think. So it's just to get like 5 minutes to just sit down is like gold, liquid gold. So it is now 10 after 3 and the princess is awake, so I'm just gonna go and get her. So actually this might work out better, and I wonder if she's gonna sleep better tonight, because I think that the reason she's not still sleeping through the night is because and waking up more is because she's overtired, because typically she'd wake up at about 2 from her last nap, and then we wouldn't put her back down till 5:30. So it's 3.5 hours, sometimes 4 hours. So maybe now that she's up at 10 after 3, if she goes down at 6, that's only 3. So maybe she'll be better. I don't know. We will see tonight. I'm still gonna try a little bit of sleep training with her because this needs to stop. She's getting lots of food today, as you guys, well, you didn't see, but I did film feeding or making her baby food. So she's getting lots of food, so she should be okay. Let's go see the princess. Hi, baby! Hi, monkey! I love when I can see her through the slats. Hi, sweetheart! Did you have a good nap? See, typically when she cries and I come in here, she's like this in the corner. And I'm like, how is she supposed to roll back? Hi, honey. So, I don't know. Leave comments below if you guys roll your baby, because if they get stuck, because how's she supposed to roll? Or maybe I'm just being a mom, I don't know. So tonight for supper, we're just gonna have leftover chicken noodle soup that I made yesterday because, holy sun, because Colin was sick yesterday, so that's what we're gonna have when he gets home. And just playing with the baby. She's in her little jumper that you guys have seen a million times. She loves it. Yeah! Get that seashell. Don't worry, I cleaned the crap out of all of her toys, so it's all clean. Look at this hair. It looks red on camera, but the new hair that's growing in is like super light blonde. Look how long it is though. You crazy, you got crazy hair. So I will see you guys in my next vlog, and please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe. And I just found out that my my work that I was working at before, they don't have any positions available right now, so I got no job to go back to. So hopefully this becomes a job for me in the next like 3 months. If not, I have to try and find something. So Lo would help me. Love you guys. Bye.